Can you see them? I'm out for pheasant, rabbit, bobwhite, and I'm driving to my hunting spot and look who's in the road. Male ringneck pheasant. They stocked a lot of them this year. I wasn't able to find anything online. You used to be able to find all the numbers. But the last few years I haven't been able to. So I'm not sure. There he is. There he is. You can see him bobbing his head. So I'm out here at daybreak, and this is the first time in a long time I've been able to do that. And there he is. Oh, here's a parking spot. So what I'm going to do is, there's pumpkin fields on either side of me. I'm going to do a U-ey, and I'm going to park and see if I can get me a pheasant. Those blue strings mean that they stocked pheasants. And you see them off the side of the road. And boy, do they stock them this year. That pheasant that I saw coming in on the road, well, I guess I could have ran him over, but I just don't have that in me. That's not sportsmanlike. But yeah, he took off like a rocket as soon as I got out of the car. He didn't have any problem with the car, but he had a problem with the creature that got out of the car. So I've had bobwhite walk right up to me because they're farmed. And then they're dumped out here in 6,700 acres of pretty much wild land. What you see in front of you is a pumpkin field that's leased by Rowe's Farm, R-O-W-E. He's in Maybrook on Route 208, and this is his leased land for his farming this year. But yeah, these birds, these game birds, they're not really game birds until they get out here, and they're used to people. They're used to people feeding them. And like I said, I've had bobwhite walk right up to me because they're used to getting handouts from these two-legged creatures that have taken care of them until all of a sudden they got dumped out here with the coyotes and the foxes and the bobcats. Look at all those pumpkins, man. Food. And water. Pumpkins and water. And there's corn just down the lane from me. You can't beat that combination. I'm going to drive to the first spot I had an instinct about, and I saw the blue ropes up. Hunting pheasants without a dog. I finally proved that I can do it. And it's Saturday morning, October 2nd, and there we go. It felt so good. I am very, very thankful to have this. I am as an ethical a hunter as I could possibly be. But that satisfaction and that primitive nature that comes with hunting it's just unsurpassable. And if you can get your own food, that's a great, great feeling. It's not a game to me. It's not even really a sport. It's more like fill the larder kind of necessity. So I don't want to gush too much about it, but I'm pretty happy that this worked out. And I've got pheasant for dinner and some beautiful feathers too. He's a pretty good looking guy there. And that was a quick one. Very, very quick. I can't believe the mosquitoes are out. My goodness. I can't believe how many there are. Jeez, this past summer. It's terrible, and it's October and they're still around. So I'm gonna head back to the car. This is where I'm hunting. Just give you an idea. I was actually on the other side of this field on the farmer's road when I saw the glow of this this male ringneck pheasant's neck, the white ring. And I said, ooh, that's pheasant. So I snuck down into the woods and I looked, and he was just kind of hanging around. I thought, okay, what are my chances of sneaking around down the road to the left side? And I thought, okay, I'm going to have to really pussyfoot my way up there. And it worked out fine. I started out really early this morning at daybreak, and I'm thinking, sure would be nice to have a dog. But I've successfully hunted pheasant in the past without a dog, and I proved once again that it can be done. It just takes a hell of a lot more work because the dog is your lead, and without the dog, you're the lead. So you got to have all those 6 senses. Well, I hope you enjoyed my October 2nd early morning hunt, and I'm not going to push it. I think I'm going to head out and go home and dress the bird and decide if I'm going to have him for dinner tonight. Might get the crock pot out, fill it with a bunch of lard, and pick all the pellets out. All right, folks, have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. Here's my epilogue. It's 9:57. I just left. Now, I hunt state land. That's all I have available to me right now, and it's pretty popular on a bad day. I got in there at about 7 o'clock, so that was about 3 hours of hunting and, you know, packing things away and cleaning the gun off and such. So, round about an hour ago, as I'm walking out of the field back to the road where my car was, I heard gunshots going off like the 4th of July. And yes, that's state land. So on a Saturday morning, I guess at about 9 o'clock, everybody got up and said, hey, let's go hunting. So if you're going to do state land, try to do it at daybreak and make it quick if you can, because in the 3 hours I was there, I changed spots once, and I may not have had to, but you know, I had an instinct about the first spot that I passed in the forest. But always bear that in mind, that there's always someone else on the other side of that hedgerow, and never take it for granted that you're completely alone, even if it's quiet, because the hunter's parking spot that I was in allowed for 2 cars, and these very nice fellows pulled up, and we talked about the pheasant that I got and, you know, how I got it and stuff, and we had some small talk. And I told them, look, I'm just going to walk down the lane. This is a ghost town, Stewart State Lands, so I told them, if you want to park next to me, since it's a 2-spotter, which I'm not real thrilled about. I mean, if there's a group of guys in 2 different cars that know each other, that's one thing. But if I pull into that spot, which is a prime spot to hunt for rabbit and deer and everything else, I'm not going to hear the guy pulling in. But since I was out on the road and we got acquainted with each other, these nice other hunters, I told them, you know, go ahead and park right behind me, because I'm just going to walk the lane, and they were heading off in the other direction. So I'm walking down the road and I hear 2 gunshots right off the roadway. So bear in mind, if you're on state land, there's always someone right around the corner. Alright folks, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and boy, my hair is a mess. I need to get home and get some things done. I got a few pressing things that I got to take care of. But have a great day, and happy hunting to everybody. Bye-bye.